90% of my salary. The company I was working for, fortunately, they don't pay anything straight.
But why did they say you can take maternity leave for 9 months?
I was 39 weeks pregnant.
Is that money taxed?
So it's like your annual leave, you are entitled to it. But
see, how much is childcare? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Funmi, so today I'm here with Funmi. Yes, Funmilayo. Funmilaje. Funmilayo, yes. So Funmilayo is a pharmacist just like myself. She's been qualified, you've been qualified for how many years?
About 5-6 years.
5-6 years. And what branch of pharmacy do you?
Community pharmacy.
Yes, community pharmacy just like me. Today I decided to talk about maternity leave, working post-maternity, maternity leave, and everything that the whole maternity thing entails. She's just had a baby, not just, but since like last year. So the baby's 1 year. It's 1 year, so 1 year. 1 year.
She's a year old.
Yeah, that's it. She's a year old. So we'll just be talking to Funmi and asking her how she navigated through and what fed her decision concerning when to work and how many hours to work post delivery.
Post maternity.
Yes. Some questions here, so that's why I'll be looking in my notes so I don't forget, so that we don't run past the time. Did you have to work for a specific number of years? So maternity leave usually. Okay, actually, can you just explain how you found out about your maternity leave pay?
Yes, I didn't know much about this until I spoke to my manager. And with the company I worked for then, you had to be working for 6 months before you were entitled to maternity pay.
Because I think most companies you have to have. I actually thought it was like 2 years or a year plus before you.
With this company, it was 6 months.
6 months. So what would have happened if, let's say, after 3 months you took in?
I think it was 3 months. At least you'd still have 9 months working with them. So as long as you're working for 6 months before you start your maternity leave.
Oh, okay.
Then you're entitled to maternity pay.
Yeah. So if you took in like 3 months in, you can still work.
Exactly.
Or unless you want to take a maternity leave quite early.
Exactly.
Did you have to take your maternity leave a bit late? Like not late, but
towards the end of my pregnancy.
Yeah.
No, that was my decision. But I decided to take it towards the end of my pregnancy so that I would still get as much pay, like full pay as possible.
Yeah.
Because once you start your maternity leave, your maternity pay starts. And the company I worked for, they'll pay 90% of your salary for the first 12 weeks. And after the first 12 weeks, you go on to government pay, which is called statutory pay.
Oh, not full?
No. 90%.
90%. Oh, yeah.
So that's why I decided to work till as late as possible.
Yeah.
But then I also accumulated my annual leave. So full time is 40 weeks. I didn't go on actual maternity leave until I was 39 weeks pregnant. But I stopped working at 37 because I had 3 weeks of annual leave to use up.
Okay.
So I stopped working at 37 weeks. But maternity leave didn't start till I was 39 weeks pregnant.
Okay, and when does the government...
So government pay
does it kick in?
Kicked in for me after 12 weeks of my maternity.
Is that like a standard?
No.
Oh, that's what you wanted.
That's how it worked with the company I was working for.
Yeah.
So after they stopped paying their own maternity contribution at 12 weeks into my maternity leave, and once that stopped, the government pay kicked in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But then with my new company, unfortunately, they don't pay anything. So as soon as you go on maternity leave, government pay kicks in.
And how much is the government pay? Is it the full thing or?
I wish. Like government pay is I think for the first 6 months, government pay was £585. And then after the first...
For the whole 6 months?
Yes. For the first 1 month, monthly.
Okay, monthly.
£585. Then after 6 months, it went down to 200 and something pounds. So government pay is only for 9 months. And that's it.
And okay, so 9 months after you stopped the one from your company?
Yes.
Is that right? No, you finish...
I finished 12 weeks with my company. Then the government pay kicked in for 9 months.
Yes.
So 9 months from that first 12 weeks. And
the company pays how many months did you say?
For the company I work for was 12 weeks. So about 3 months. Wait! So the company paid 3 months and then government paid 9 months.
Is that like a standard or
no? I'm actually quite lucky with the company because this new company, they don't pay anything. So it just means I'm going straight to statutory. So it means I'll be paying 580. If I decide to have another child, it'll be £585 straight.
But why do they say you can take maternity leave for 9 months?
Because you can, but they're not going to get paid a lot. I actually heard of this company that pays you your whole salary for 6 months, and then you now start the government pay.
So is that because you worked? Well, you had worked with.
It doesn't matter. This company, that was just their policy,
guys.
So if you're looking to start a family and you're going to pharmacy, just ask them about their maternity policy.
Yeah, so maybe it's not pharmacy as well. Just generally, just
ask
make
about
sure
maternity
what exactly.
Policy.
Yeah. So we're looking at the baby, by the way. Watching the baby as well. So you have 3 months maternity pay. And I think when we spoke, you said, "What if they ask you to pay before?" Because you left the company. Yeah. What if they ask you to? Why did you think that they might ask you to pay?
Because someone said to me they would ask you to pay back, but that was actually wrong information because you're actually entitled to your maternity leave or your maternity pay. It's in your contract. So it's like your annual leave, you are entitled to it. But someone that put that idea in my mind that if I had left, if I decided to not come back after my maternity, then they would ask me for the money. But that was completely false.
Okay.
Yeah. But just again, read your contract because different companies might have different policies. No, she's fine.
How supportive was your company, like the former company that I worked, like regarding even while you were working? Because pharmacy, guys, you have to stand-ish. There's so many things involved. You have to lift heavy things. And how supportive was your company? Or your team, the team you're working with as well. Did you have enough support staff to say that it was?
I mean, at the start, when they found out I was pregnant, they made me sign all this working safety, health and safety rules and everything. My manager went through the rules, things I should do, I should not do, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, things were actually different. Like Andy said, community pharmacy on your feet 24, like literally the whole day. I didn't have a chair. You'd have thought they would have provided me with a chair, but I didn't have a chair to sit on. I literally had to drag my chair in and out every day when I was on duty. I mean, I had a very lovely team, and my team members would support and help bring my chair in or allow me to sit down. But I wouldn't say I was fully supported during that time.
Yeah.
I remember there was a day I was seated, and my manager was looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Because there was a huge queue, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And the next day I called in sick because that wasn't right.
Because I suppose you get to a point that you are exhausted, but obviously the team expects you because you're at work.
Yeah,
they to work. Think that, But anyways, do you think something would have been different? Like if the pay was extended more than 3 months, you'd have gone off earlier, or would you still try to work the very last minute?
I would have still worked to the last minute because I like to keep busy, and I would have been bored at home not doing anything. But if they had extended the pay, I would have taken more time after she was born. So I went back after she turned 1, but I would have taken more time because then government pay wouldn't have kicked in till later.
Yeah.
But it would have extended the time I would have stayed at home.
Okay. Just to clarify as well, the 3 months pay. So how long is maternity leave generally?
You can take as much as you want, but then you have to discuss it with your company and so on.
Okay.
Because not all companies will keep your job. If you decide to take 15 months off, not all companies will keep your job for 15 months.
But they're not paying you for that.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. If you have the amount, if you have good savings and you feel like you can afford to stay home for that long, then why not?
Yeah, talking about savings, I would ask you about savings as well. Yeah. Before we go into childcare and everything. So did you have, obviously work till the end and then 3 months pay from work and then the government pay as well.
Yeah.
Which wasn't that great for the government. Yeah. Did you start saving on time, preparing for that leave as well?
I've always been a saver. Like I think I watched your post on how you save.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I treat my income as well. So I would have, let's say for example, if I get paid maybe 2,500 a month. When I was single at that time, I would save at least 1,500 of that salary every month. So I've been very good at saving money. So when I knew I was pregnant, I started saving extra money, and I just started to cost as much as I could because I knew what the maternity pay would be like. I knew I wasn't going to work, and I didn't want to struggle and be thinking of X, Y, Z. So I started to save. So I had in my head that I would only use, I think, And my goal was to save, I think, £8,000. I know that this was what I was going to. This was what was going to keep me through my maternity leave. And then when that started running out, I was like, okay, it's time to look on. It's time to do this. It's time to do that. So yeah, that's what.
So locum, and when I came to see you,
you
said you were doing locum as well as working. Why did you decide to locum? Is it boredom or part of obviously getting extra cash?
Getting extra cash.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, locum, for those that are obviously not pharmacists, locum pharmacists are those that you can work for different pharmacies. You can only work for just a company that employed you. Roughly, how much is childcare?
I was doing it per day. Roughly, the average that we saw was about £65 a day, but some went up to 70, some went as low as 55. Yeah. 55. I'll say £65 roughly, but that's for a full day. So about 8 till 6 or 8:30 to 6:30 in some cases.
Okay. Also, because obviously we're in the UK, is that money taxed? Your maternity pay, is it taxed? You know, obviously from work they pay you 3 months. So is that a normal salary?
I did actually check.
Okay.
That's a good question. But I'll check my payslip and let you know.
Okay. Yeah, so you find out down below up there. Same as government one, you don't know if it was taxed as well.
No, the first 3 months was definitely taxed.
Okay.
There was tax. But
that government or what?
From government.
Okay, from government.
It was taxed, yeah. I'm not sure about the government pay if it was taxed or not. I'll have to check.
The government pay?
Actually, I don't think the government pay, the statutory pay after the first 12 weeks, it wasn't taxed, but I think NI was deducted.
Oh, okay.
I'll check. I'll double check.
Now, going back to work, what were your hours like when you were full-time?
I was doing 40 hours. 40 hours a week, full time.
So every day?
From my company, It was 9 to 6, and then 3 days a week, and 11 to 8, 2 days a week. Because it was a 9 to 8 store. So we had 2 pharmacists that would break the shifts.
Okay. And then now, did you retain that same?
So I left the company I was with prior my maternity leave. I left. Main reason being the hours were not going to work for me with childcare. So prior to my maternity leave, it was 2 pharmacists. One would do 9 to 6, one would do 11 to 8. But now they wanted 1 pharmacist to do 9 to 8. They were going to reduce it so that would be 3 days a week as a full-time. That would be full-time hours. But for me, that was just too much. Like, I didn't want to be at work 9 to 8. That means I wouldn't see my child the whole day. Or, it was just too much for me. And then the pay for me wasn't worth it. And I started to research on other companies. And this new company I work for, the hourly pay was much better compared to this company. And at the rate they were offering me, I would be earning similar salaries to what I was earning with the other company as a full-time pharmacist. And the hours were much better, 9 till 6:30.
Yeah, so basically she was working 40 hours a week. And let's say her pay for that 40 hours was like £30,000 roughly. And then now she's working Monday to Wednesday.
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days, and she's earning exactly the same £30,000 roughly. So it's a better bargain now. And obviously she gets to see her lovely daughter as well. So I'm guessing that works out as well with your husband. How you guys shared it and everything. Right, guys, this is just an example of maternity pay, maternity leave, a company, the government as well, what they pay if you get pregnant, for those people that are thinking, okay, how do I navigate through and what exactly the childcare cost is going to be? Will I have to forget my child, or would I have to quit my job completely? So you can switch jobs and get a company that will actually understand you, or you can work for the same company and just make sure you negotiate. If you've not gotten work yet, obviously this is one of the things that you need to consider as a woman.
Even as a man as well, because with the company that I worked for, paternity leave didn't start until a year after you had started. Paternity leave. So as a man, you're entitled to paternity leave, and they pay you for it.
Is it exactly the same?
No, I'm not sure how paternity leave works, but you are entitled to it. So just check to see how long.
Oh yeah, so negotiate so that both parties are contributing to the child's upkeep, and also it's not just one burden on the woman. No. But yeah. That's everything, guys, that I wanted to talk to you about. Well, I wanted her to talk to you about today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like,
share, and subscribe.
Yes, guys. Until next time, my name is
Ambicioso.
and my name is
For me, T.
Yes, guys. Bye.